Fine.
Yeah, it says right here our roof is too old and they won't be able to cover us anymore.
I guess it is 15 years old. Hi, I'm Austin with Roofing Service Company. We help homeowners with their roofing and siding projects. Financing options are available, and we can get you under a new roof no time at all. If this sounds like you, visit roofingservicecompany.com. That is roofingservicecompany.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC. This month kicks off Koppel's 50th anniversary sale. We're celebrating 50 years by offering an additional $500 discount to the next 100 customers that buy a new vehicle. This is in addition to the huge savings already in place. You can take an extra $500 off our discounted price, or we can cut you a check on the spot. Celebrate with savings and see why customers have trusted Koppel since 1975. It's our way of saying thank you for all these years.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, a slight chance of showers this morning. Otherwise, we'll see decreasing clouds throughout the day with a light breeze and a high around 67. Tonight, mainly clear skies and calm winds, the low around 46. And tomorrow, we'll see mainly sunny skies with light winds and a high near 71. I'm meteorologist Kyle Becker from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Oh, Kansas.
Here we go. Second half today.
You just don't stop giving, do you?
Green flag, we're underway.
The closest finish in NASCAR Cup Series history. Close to downtown, amazing campgrounds. 3 NASCAR races in one weekend, and it's the playoffs.
God can't drive.
Now you're just showing off. But we're not mad. In fact, we're looking forward to it. NASCAR Playoffs Weekend at Kansas Speedway, September 26th through the 28th. Get your tickets now at kansasspeedway.com.
Go Hog Wild Pit Barbecue.
It's $5.99 barbecue time. Hurry to Hog Wild for a complete barbecue meal that's only $5.99. Get a one-meat sandwich loaded with our award-winning barbecue, plus your choice of a classic side and drink for just $5.99. Upgrade your sandwich to beef brisket for just $1 more. Join us for lunch or dinner in Lincoln at 3210 Cornhusker Highway. Order online at GoHogWild.com.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs, from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Attention all Wings fans, Buffalo Wings and Rings has daily specials that will make you want to stop in on all days of the week. Kids eat free on Mondays, and on Tuesdays enjoy 40% off boneless or traditional wings at a price that makes the whole family happy. And come back on Wednesdays for $1.39 chicken tenders all day long. Get to Wings and Rings today, 68th and O, or in Williamsburg Village.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
You're listening to Bock in the Blackshirt.
Terrell Farley. Defending Terrell Farley, who last week in his first start was a holy terror. Number 43.
and Jake Bockoven. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Powered by Bauer.
Welcome to Bock and the Blackshirt here on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Friday, September 5th. We are 1 day away from Nebraska's first home game. I am the Blackshirt, Terrell Farley, and I'm here with Austin Armour, who has started off for me because Bock is traveling on his way back from Mulberry's Barbecue. What's up, Austin?
What's going on?
All righty, it's game day eve.
Woo!
So today on the show, man, I want to go over some of the new things added to Memorial Stadium.
And there's a lot.
Buckle
up.
So listen up, folks, and buckle up because I'm going to take you on a little journey on the new things added to Memorial Stadium for the 2025 season. All right, Austin, red end zone.
Indeed, can confirm.
Red end zone are back, or not even back, or new.
They're here
at the University of Nebraska. The first time. Black sidelines. The sidelines are painted black. Glad that it's not 90 degrees because I think these young men will feel it. When we come to ticket sales, mobile tickets. There will no more be paper tickets.
Before you go on to that.
Okay.
It is such a different look for the field.
Yeah.
You got so used to obviously the green sidelines, kind of the white paint on the turf. I don't remember who said it. Might have been Rudy. Looks kind of like Rutgers, which is not exactly what I think Nebraska should be going for. But I do, being up close and personal, it is going to pop on TV. The red is great. And that's why I thought it was a little funny that Nebraska went with Blackshirt alternate jerseys, because Troy Dannon has said Nebraska is red. We got to lean into red. That's our color. That's what I think was behind the decision to paint the end zones red. And that's going to look great on TV. I have almost no doubt about it. But seeing Nebraska go with black alternate uniforms kind of flies in the face of that. It'll take some getting used to. It's going to be a lot different, but I do think fans will ultimately end up liking that part.
Well, we have to do something to brighten up this college football. I mean, everybody else has new uniforms, new stadium stuff. Nebraska, trying to get away the old Nebraska look and coming to the new age for these new fans we got, especially the college kids, because they are the drive to Nebraska. When you look in the college section, they go crazy up there. And I think it's more for them and a newer generation of Husker fans.
Absolutely. And that's what this has to be about, is bridging. I don't even want to say that gap, but even in a world where you're never going to please everybody, how can you excite as many people as possible about Nebraska football? It's not a full rebrand for the Huskers in any way, shape, or form. It's just about, hey, this is a new day. This is a new age. We're going to try something. If it doesn't work, we can always go back. But there hasn't been, mass outrage about it. I think fans are still kind of in wait and see mode. And hopefully, Farley, it starts the red end zones era starts off with a big win for Nebraska against Akron. Might stick around for a while then.
Well, we know it's going to be a great victory tomorrow. We just don't know how big. And when we talk about that, so the rest of the stuff we got, Austin, mobile tickets, no more paper tickets.
Indeed.
So if you don't know how to work your phone, please have one of your kids help you, because, if you got an Apple phone, you got to put your tickets in your Apple wallet. It's very simple to do. I have some tickets for some of my in-laws today that I will have to go over there and explain it to them and send it to them.
It's not that difficult, except when it doesn't work.
Yeah.
I think we saw this at a Red Sox game not that long ago, where the entire system went down and people had to go to the ticket office, essentially get their tickets printed out for them, and then they could go scan. There will likely be hiccups. It's going to be a pain at some point. I think overall it's going to be beneficial, right? You think about the Apple Wallet. I mean, that has been super smooth every time I've ever tried to use it. But, there's a lot of Android people out there as well. Do they have their equivalent of that? Do they have to pull their email up? My recommendation for anyone out there, if you're struggling with it, if you're worried about it, don't rely on the service once you get close to the stadium. Have your tickets pulled up already in the email, on Ticketmaster, whatever it is. Have them pulled up. when you park.
Yeah.
Because then when you park, pull them up, walk to the stadium. It will be there. You shouldn't have to have nearly as big of a fight with other people for service just trying to get yours to load. Come prepared, pull them up ahead of time, put your phone back in your pocket, make your walk to the stadium, do what you need to do, but then it should still be up and ready for you once you get there. So I will say there's a part of me, Terrell, that has always enjoyed a paper ticket just as a souvenir. You know, something to put in the scrapbook, the memory box, whatever it is you want to say, whatever it is you want to call it. Yes, it's a cost for the university, but I do think there's something pretty commemorative, pretty special about it. 3203 says, I have paper tickets, cost an extra $100, but you can still get them. And Patrick says you can download your ticket to your phone days ahead. That's the easiest way to do it. Yeah, I mean,
take a picture of it.
You can't take a picture.
Oh, it won't do it?
No, screenshots are not accepted.
Oh, okay.
Do not screenshot your tickets because sometimes, depending on the app you use, the QR code changes that they scan you in with. So that won't work. It refreshes every 30 seconds or so to make sure you get in. Cherry Bomb, no. Again, you cannot screenshot it. That is not a safe option. Some places are different than others. I would say do not rely on the screenshot method.
I'm kind of glad I did this because now some people are finding out.
We're here to help, Farley. We
All
are,
right.
we are people of the people.
Cherry Bomb says, dang. All right. No re-entry policy. This is once you get your butt in there, you're not coming out to the game. And if you do go out, have a nice trip home.
What do you think about that?
I don't like it. Not for me, because I like to go out at halftime and probably take a couple of drags of my cigar, come back in and watch the rest of the game. Not saying that, everybody has to abide by the laws and the rules. So I guess I'm going to have to either leave after the fourth quarter, leave after the third quarter, or stay in the whole game. I just want to see the light show. I know what's the turnout is going to be in this game. This is not a danger game for me. It's not.
Shouldn't be.
This is a game for second, third stringers to get in, walk-ons to get in. This is a game that we should really take care of in the first 2 quarters of play and then let the younger guys have a shot at it.
Yeah, no, I think that's fair. Bada Bing said something similar to you. I know all the smokers are going to be upset. There's no designated place to smoke cigarettes in there. Again, that's not something I've done. I'm kind of in the opposite boat of you here on this one, Farley, where, again, it's not something I've done. Not something I'm into. So to me, there's really no reason to leave the stadium. But I do think it makes sense from a Nebraska standpoint, right? Get in, go to the game when you're ready to leave. You can leave. I know there's some reasons that people would want out, but again, I've not walked a mile in those shoes. So I personally don't necessarily see the need, but I guess I get it from Nebraska's end in terms of simplicity, right? It's kind of a weird gray area. And I do think that there can be some wiggle room moving forward where I know not everyone is going to leave the stadium, but my compromise would be if you're one of the tailgaters or you're one of the vendors that reserved a spot there in the tailgate loop in the U there right in front of East Stadium. If you're there, you get a special wristband. You can go out. You can come back in. So that way, okay, yeah, there's some access in and out. You can go back to your tailgate since you paid for the spot. That, to me, would be a good way to keep those people happy, but I don't think that needs to apply for all 86,000 people.
Yeah, you're right about that. No entry policy. 1576 says while Ticketmaster tickets can't be screenshotted, the tickets purchased directly from the University of Nebraska can be.
All right, well, there you go. I would still not rely on it, but I guess you might have that option.
And Eric is Eric a genius? Is he a genius?
I won't go that far. I mean, it's just Eric we're talking about.
Eric just don't know that I've looked at his picture the other day that he sent. I blew it up so I could just know who he is, because Eric's been a real good talker for the last year or two.
So Eric's great. Eric's always
great. He's a great fan, though. I love him to death. I love his comments. I read them all. I don't try to hide, even the good and the bad. So, all right, alcohol policy. Valid ID. No temporary IDs will be accepted. Limit 2 alcohol beverages per person per transaction. Alcohol sale services will stop at the end of the third quarter.
That makes perfect sense. DP and I think mentioned that at some point where it's not a limit of 2 per person. It's 2 at a time.
Yeah.
Is what you can do.
Per transaction.
Yes, per transaction.
Yes.
So that's something definitely for Nebraska to keep in mind. I do think that it makes sense for Nebraska to put the kind of end date on it at the end of the third quarter, I think that makes perfect sense. Fourth quarter, some of them go fast, some of them drag out, but either way, I think that's a good kind of general cutoff point, kind of like baseball does usually after the seventh inning, sometimes after the eighth inning. Give people a chance to, settle down a little bit, get it out of their system by the time they walk back to their car. And of course, there are options available for you if
I got it.
You don't need to drive yourself home.
Well,
You'll be okay.
Aramark Sports and the University of Nebraska Athletics will implement a designated driver program at Memorial Stadium guest services located on the east and west concourse.
We're going to go to this to 4990 real quick. Nebraska may think the no re-entry policy when the stadium looks half full in the second half of the game, that's a bad look on TV. I think from the Nebraska standpoint, think about this through the athletic department's lens, right? If you keep people in the stadium, what are they more likely to do? They're more likely to buy your food and to buy your drinks. If you let them leave, sure, maybe it's a minor inconvenience, but I still think the majority of people will have the game, sticking around for the game, getting the most out of their ticket, making the most out of their trip, will supersede needing to go outside and stretch the legs for 10 minutes, right? No, there's not a lot of space on the concourse. Yes, you're kind of jammed in there like sardines. Trust me, I've been there. But 4990, I really don't think that's a major concern. I think most people will say, oh, yeah, well, I don't want to miss the second half of the game. It's a good game. Or, I want to see my favorite player get in there. I want to see this backup, see what they look like. I want to see, Nebraska put up its 500 rushing yards, whatever it is against Akron. But I don't think that Nebraska is going to have that issue. I think more people with this rule will stick around for the second half of the game than I think you're anticipating.
All right, Austin, like I was saying before, designated driver program has been set up through Aramark and the University of Athletics, Nebraska Athletics. Will be at the east and west concourse. And for people who signed up, guess what? You get a free medium soda or water for signing up for this program.
How about that?
Sounds good to me. Clear bag policy. We've been having that for years. So we shouldn't have to go through all that stuff and go through that. 1000 says, what are they doing for the smokers? Have no idea. I don't know if they'll have a little tent for you or nothing, but seems like we'll be the people that go out and never come back in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know.
Gus Mohawk, I hope we see some garbage time tomorrow with us blowing out Akron. Can you name 3 games in the last 5 years where Nebraska got in on garbage time? I'll start with last year UTEP.
We're going for the last 5 years in terms of garbage time. You think about Northwestern 56-7 game.
Yeah.
Fordham turned into that later on. Wisconsin never got there. Yeah, I mean, the opportunities for garbage time have been few and far between for Nebraska. And that's something that we think Nebraska, it would be great to see them grow into. But right now, I think the first step is still win the game.
Yeah.
Right. Nebraska can't be worried about garbage time. Oh, well, the third stringers get much playing time, because even if Nebraska only wins, quote unquote, 21-17, something like that, would you feel great about it? No, but also this program isn't in a spot right now to apologize for wins. So you might be rooting for garbage time. I wouldn't hold my breath. Just appreciate it if you get around to it, because dominant teams are the ones that get around to it. Nebraska is not a dominant team right now, but that's not to say they can't have a dominant night and get it to that point tomorrow.
Yeah. Who's this? 1562 says it would be worth getting a ticket to this game tomorrow just to sit back and watch the meltdown when people can't figure out how to operate those new self-serve food and beverages kiosks. It's going to be hilarious.
They're not that hard. I promise you, they are not that hard. Experienced that down at Arrowhead, actually, when I went to a game last fall. It was super simple. Now, be careful. Don't pick anything up that you're not going to walk out with. Make sure you know what you want when you go in. Don't pick it up and put it back. Just be careful. Wait until you know what you want. Grab it. Walk out. You're good. It might feel like stealing to begin with, but I promise you it hits your credit card. That's quite the charge at Arrowhead.
Yeah, I don't need my picture posted over the big scoreboard there. Have you seen this guy? He ran off with $50 worth of food. Yeah, so
which is like 2 items, but
yeah. A sneaker and a Twizzler.
Right.
All right. 1000 said that Pinnacle Bank has a section for people like that, for smokers. Sunbird says accommodations for smokers is suck it up, Buttercup. LOL. Did Rue change any black shirt this week? I don't know, Bill. I guess we'll have to go through that later on today. I'm not sure, but we'll go through that later on.
We have not gotten word on that, and we can pull up the official depth chart from the game notes. It's going to be in here somewhere.
Yeah, we're not worried about that.
Just a moment to find it. I don't believe so. I believe starters will be the same for Nebraska on both sides of the ball, except that the news we got on the offensive side of the ball, Gunnar Gatula is indeed the starter at left tackle for Nebraska. So I think that's really the only depth chart change, I guess, if you would call it. I don't even know if that's necessarily even considered a change, because I think Gunnar got the first reps at left tackle last week as well.
Yeah, so it's still Gunnar Gatula or so he's going to start the game off. But like I said, starters really don't concern me the next 2 weeks. When you start playing Michigan and hopping Big Ten play, that's when you learn out who your real starters are. And this is just, we could call these first 3 games preseason college football. All right, Austin, let's go to break. And when we come back, I will break down Memorial Stadium menu, where things are at, what sections, what kind of food they have. I'm making myself hungry just thinking about that right now.
You know what you can't get at Memorial Stadium?
What?
Good sense.
Good sense.
You know what we got here at the station today?
Good sense.
Good sense.
It's a Good Sense
5
Friday.
Lincoln locations. Check them out.
That's right. Good Sense Friday here at 93.7 The Ticket. Bock and the Blackshirt will be right back.
Go Hog Wild Pit Barbecue.
It's $5.99 barbecue time. Hurry to Hog Wild for a complete barbecue meal that's only $5.99. Get a 1-meat sandwich loaded with our award-winning barbecue, plus your choice of a classic side and drink for just $5.99. Upgrade your sandwich to beef brisket for just $1 more. Join us for lunch or dinner in Lincoln at 3210 Cornhusker Highway. Order online at gohogwild.com.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
Break out the Lederhosen and raise a stein. Oktoberfest is this Friday at Kincaidor in the Haymarket. Music and food service start at 4 p.m. and the party goes on through the night. Expect cold beer, German eats, and all the Bavarian fun you can handle at Oktoberfest this Friday night at Kincaidor in the Haymarket.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Farmers know it all starts with the soil. At Carbon Connections, they're helping you unlock its full potential. Their high-quality humic acid improves nutrient uptake, boosts root development, and enhances soil structure, so your crops get more from every acre. But it doesn't stop there. With a full lineup of crop protection products, they help you reduce synthetic inputs while protecting yields and profits. Smarter inputs, healthier soils, better returns. It's time to grow more naturally. Visit Carbon Connections on Facebook or call them today at 402-947-1476 to learn how they can help your farm thrive. Carbon Connections, unlocking your potential.
Mike, I've been thinking our house could really use a makeover. How about new siding?
I've been thinking the same thing. Have you heard of James Hardy?
Yes. Sarah down the street had Roofing Service Company install James Hardy siding on their home, and they love it.
Roofing Service Company does have great reviews.
They took her through the design process and made everything super easy.
Roofing Service Company offers expert design and installation. Couple that with James Hardy's durable products and variety of colors, you and your family will love your exterior remodel. Just visit roofingservicecompany.com. That's roofingservicecompany.com.
Have you been accused of a crime and don't know where to turn? At Liberty Law Group, we understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you're up against the legal system, you need an attorney you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion. Liberty Law's experienced trial attorneys are committed to the defense of liberty for those accused. Don't let a criminal charge ruin your life. Call Liberty Law at 877-42-LIBERTY. Advocates you need, trial attorneys you can trust. That's 877-42-LIBERTY.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
Ready to score big with your projects? Look no further than Edward Stone, the MVP of natural stone for over 2 decades. Edward Stone is cranking out over 30,000 square feet every week and offers a winning lineup of over 70 quality natural veneer stone selections. Their unbeatable variety and experienced team will ensure your project is a success, whether it's a home renovation or a commercial build. And hey, they're not just about stone. They've got an all-star lineup of fireplaces, cast stone, brick, and much more. Swing by one of their locations in Lincoln or Omaha today and experience the Edward Stone difference, your reliable choice for over 20 years.
A lot of businesses say they're family focused, but when tough situations in life arise, the business wants anything but your best interests. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring, and they will always treat their employees like family, just as they do their customers. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring Class A and B CDL drivers, a shop tech, and a diesel mechanic. If you're looking for a career with a company that goes above and beyond to value you and your family, apply today at jamesenterpriseinc.com or call 402-432-6740.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs, from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197. Big news, Nebraska. Love Omaha is now Love Nebraska. This is more than just a new name. It's a tribute to what Nebraska represents in the world of volleyball. It's still the same team with the same mission, led by players you know and love. Now backed by a new ownership group led by Jordan Larson. As Love Nebraska, they're entering an exciting new chapter, pushing for a championship title in 2026 and building new opportunities for the next generation of players across the state. They want you with them. Let's show the world how Nebraska plays volleyball. Join the movement at lovneb.com and sign up to become a Love Nebraska insider today.
You're listening to Bock and the Blackshirt, on air and online at theticketfm.com.
Game Day Eve here in Lincoln, Nebraska, USA. We are ready to play, but first, let's talk about some of the munchies you can munch on here at Memorial Stadium. All right, some of these places I never heard of, but I'm going to go over who they are and what section they're going to be in. All right, first one, 402 Snacks, section 601. 1923 Cheesesteaks, section 28. Blackshirt Barbecue, section 716.
Sounds like something you'd be into.
And 38, yes, barbecue, especially black shirts. Chicken Coop.
Aha.
Chicken
and
Coop.
Yes.
Section 17. Cobb and Company. Section 5. Kobe Ridge Popcorn. Section 4, 17, 27, 323. Cornhuskers Crunch Nachos. Section 32, Section 34. Dippin' Dots Ice Cream. Sound like something Austin likes?
I had it a few times. It was more interesting as a kid. It's still at Haymarket.
Yeah.
And I think it's at PBA.
It might
Don't
be.
quote me on that. Maybe they just have Cold Stone at PBA, but I know
They're
that
around.
it's been at Haymarket.
They're around.
So
I've seen them around.
it was the ice cream of the future like 15 years ago, and I still don't see it as the ice cream of the future. But hey, it's a novelty. It's fun. Whatever. Go get it. Have fun.
All right. Dippin' Dots will be in section 3 and 34. Herbie Herbie's Barbecue Company, section 23 and 39. GBR, Go Big Red Classics. It will be in section 4, 7, 9, 14, 15, 18, 22, 24, 30, 33, 35, 36, 38, 41, 606, and 610.
They're everywhere.
What are the Go
Also
Big Red
everywhere,
Classics?
Jake Bockoven. Farley, I got to step out.
All right.
I'm getting it over to Bock, and now is officially Bock in the Black.
All right, Bock, my man, he is stepping in. Bock, I was going over the foods and the rules that were at Memorial Stadium, and these were some of the snacks that I went over. Since you're here, I can go back over them again, Bock. These are the menus are here at Memorial Stadium. 402 snacks, 1923 cheesesteaks, Blackshirt barbecue, chick and coop. That's with the chick, not the A&D, but the chick in coop. Kobe Ridge, popcorn, Cornhusker Crunch nachos, Dippin' Dots. That's the last one we left off of. Now, Herbie Barbecue Company, Burger Company, GBR Classics. Which is GBR Classics? Like Runza, would that be Fairberries and all this, the regular stuff
That
we
makes
usually
sense to
have?
me,
Yeah. Tunnel Walk Tacos. Section 2, 32, 339, 604. Walk through brew. That's beer. That's alcohol now.
Yep.
Section 4, 5, 16, 25, 33, and 40. That's it, Bob. There's a lot of stuff we went through.
It's going to be a different experience, isn't it? Trying to you have to look that up and try to figure out where they are until we all kind of get familiar with the new landing spots. But it is different. I mean, usually you just kind of find the nearest food location. You can pick out one of 3 items, whatever it is. And now there's so many different options, and everything that you mentioned is basically loaded with toppings and all that. So it's going to be interesting. Memorial Stadium, first track, welcome back there for many Nebraska fans. I know you're going this week. I think I'm going to wait. I think my first interaction with the new Memorial Stadium food will be for Houston Christian next week. I don't know. Maybe I'll get some last minute tickets. We'll see. Yeah. But it'll be fun.
Yeah. It's going to be it's going to be strange tomorrow because it's going to be a lot of new things. Sorry for the smokers. We don't have a section. I don't know if you can bring your puff bars in there or not, but I think Nebraska will try to figure something out because, I'm just saying I hate to lead the game at halftime and don't be able to come back in.
That is the one thing I think everything's been so, well prepared for, but I have not seen that, kind of where the smoker section is or what that will be. But I'm sure they've got a plan for it and they'll figure it out. By the way, on my way over here, across the 1890 building, I saw Matt Rule walking out. So it's good to see Matt Rule here. And then to come up and see you here with your sleeveless, what was that, a cutoff there?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It looks like you're game day ready. So, I didn't say anything to him, but if you were with me, I'd have said, look at this guy. He's ready to go.
You should have seen him. You should have said, hey, Terrell's on air. Come on in.
That's right.
Matt Rule is always welcome here at the Ticket.
Absolutely.
93.7. All Nebraska guys are. Players are welcome. Former players are welcome. And guess what? You fans are welcome. So if you're riding around Lincoln right now or tomorrow, come in, step into the Ticket, the meal, have some coffee, meet some of the guys that your personalities that you like on radio, talk. And yeah, we're all nice guys. Me and Bock are nice. Austin's nice. I don't know about Nick. He's a little nice, but Jake Sorensen, he's a nice guy. So, and little man Jay Foreman.
That's right.
Yeah, little man Jay Foreman. So
I wouldn't call him that. I'll let you call him that.
All right, me and Bock gonna have some good news for you when we come up at the next break at the top of the hour. Me and Bock have joined Smoking Guns, so we will talk about that coming up at the 2 o'clock hour. But Bock, what do you think about all these changes? I went over the alcohol thing and alcohol, valid ID, no temporary ID, limit 2 per transaction, not 2 per person, but 2 every time you come to buy one.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, I think it's fair. Again, this is going to be the first kind of trial run of the new attempt at this. At one time people were scared of this. There's going to be more fights, more of this. There's going to be more security there just to make sure that there's nothing that breaks out. But again, this is Memorial Stadium is one of the last college teams, the last in the Big Ten to offer alcohol. So, it has come and gone through most of these stadiums without too much problem. Obviously, has been available at PBA and in different locations, Haymarket Park. If you went to the game last week in Kansas City, you could be there. Didn't seem to be a whole lot of problems. I don't expect a whole lot of problems. But when they talk about kind of renovating and making the Memorial Stadium kind of new, and I think all those new food vendors really help out quite a bit. Just to give it a little bit of sparkle, especially these different locations. Again, I think it's going to be kind of interesting to try to find and see which lines are longer, and are you going to stick around for Herbie's Burger if you can go get tacos in a shorter line or something like that. All that's going to be a new experience and kind of fun, and I think just going to give a better game day atmosphere, get a better game day environment. Again, for everybody except for the smokers, because they're all going to be confused trying to figure out where to go.
All right, Bock. Have you ever heard of the Midnight Yell?
I've heard of it. I can't put my finger on it right now.
All right. Anybody heard of the Midnight Yell?
A&M?
A&M.
Yeah.
The Midnight Yell, the night before the home game at Texas A&M University, thousands of Aggies gather together at Cal Field for a midnight yell where fans get the hype up for game day and practice their yells. What do they yell?
Go Aggies. I don't know.
They do? I don't know. I was almost an A&M guy.
Were you really? You were close.
I was close. I was close to Texas A&M, Arizona. That's who it was before Nebraska jumped in the mix.
Wow. You and Dot Wynn would have made a heck of a group. Was he there at your time? I'm trying to think. Maybe he's
I think he is you. So here's what to expect at a midnight yell, Bock. Every Friday night before a home game, more than 25,000 Aggie football fans head to Cal Field to prepare for the game on Saturday. Midnight Yell is also held for every away game, usually at a location in or near the city where Texas A&M is playing their opponent. The event begins when the Yell leaders lead the fight song, Texas A&M band, and current former students into the stadium. Once the Yell leaders lead the crowd and practice yells, some of the start back in the earliest of days of Texas A&M. The crowd sings the Aggie war hum and listen to fabs of the Yell leaders. I'm not a good back. What is that? A Yell leader.
That's a cheer. It's a male cheerleader.
Okay. Yeah. Yell leader. Okay. That makes sense. That sounds like a great tradition, though.
It is. It's really cool. Texas A&M has some of the best traditions in college football. We not particularly like them because of Trev Alberts and some things of recent. But I always appreciated too. The Reckham crew. They have, like Nebraska does, a specific tradition for their defense. We should
make one up called the Blackshirt Walk.
There you go.
Every home game at midnight, we walk around the Memorial Stadium in black shirts.
That would be very cool. The problem for me is that midnight part. It's an 11 a.m. game. I might want to be taking a nap before then. So the older I get, but yeah, for the students and stuff like that, I think that actually that's not a bad idea. It'd be very cool. I think that's a good idea. I think it'd be very cool. And
what time you go to bed? Are you an early sleeper or you're a late night guy?
Usually around 11.
11?
Yeah.
Yeah, me myself. Ever since I turned 50, man, I'm that 10:30 type of guy.
Yeah.
Like 10:30, and I get right up at 7 every morning.
Yeah.
I don't even use alarms anymore.
See, I'm adjusting to that. My son just started preschool, so the bus comes by, so I'm getting up early.
What time the bus come?
7:45.
Oh, that's not bad.
So it's not bad right now. I think it'll be earlier once he gets to kindergarten and onward. But for right now, I'm just adjusting to that because I usually slept in a little bit later, and so sometimes after he gets picked up, I still go back and take a nap.
Yeah, it's great being a parent, man. You have a long way to go. You have 12 more years of this school stuff with him. I'm glad I'm through with those. I do want to travel to Indiana when my granddaughter has her first day of kindergarten because Grandpa will be there.
Oh, nice.
Just to look at the teachers. Now I'm just playing, but now I'll be there to walk her in and wish her good luck.
There you go.
All right, Bock, let's go to break. And when we come back, we're going to talk about something terrible that happened last night on NFL football. We talked about this before. I don't know if the guy last name is Jackson what, but we'll talk about Jalen Carter when we come back here at 93.7 The Ticket.
Hey fans, there's more winning at Amigos with the VIP Game Day giveaway. Every app scan is your chance to win premium tickets to a Nebraska football, basketball, and volleyball game, along with exclusive game day perks. And when Nebraska goes to a bowl, the winner also gets 2 tickets, lodging, and airfare to the bowl game. Weekly semifinalists will win free food for a year. Go Big Red. Eat at Amigos and enter to win.
Amigos is celebrating 45 years with exclusive Nebraska Legends collectible cups featuring Tom Osborne, John Cook, and some of your favorite Huskers. For every cup sold, 50 cents goes to teammates. Show your Big Red pride by getting all 4 of these collectible cups at Amigos.
This is Tom Osborne with the Teammates Mentoring Program. We have students on the waiting list for a mentor, and we want you to join the team. Learn more about mentoring and support teammates by visiting Amigos.
The party is back on in Lincoln this fall, and there's no party like the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Join the whole Ticket crew for 2.5 hours of pregame coverage before every home and away game this football season as they get you ready for the game. It's the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show at our downtown studio at 11th and O, sponsored by Select Plumbing, Raising Cane's, Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits, Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Currency, and the Kindler Hotel.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Nebco is hiring CDL drivers for ready-mixed concrete in Lincoln. With 3 plants across the city, there are plenty of opportunities to start or grow your driving career. They offer great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they cover the cost of CDL training. Apply today and receive a $2,500 hiring bonus. Since 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today with ready-mixed concrete. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's nebcoinc.com.
Fall is here, and so are cooler temps, darker evenings, and slick roads. Is your vehicle ready for the change in season? At A1 Automotive, we've got you covered. From tire checks, brake inspections, batteries, and heater systems, we make sure your car is road ready for the Nebraska winters ahead. Don't wait until the first frost. Schedule your fall car care checkup today and drive with confidence all season long. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
Did you know that deer collisions are covered under the comprehensive portion of your car insurance? That means, like with hail damage or vandalism, since they are out of your control, they don't usually raise your insurance rates. And that's a good thing, since most deer don't carry liability insurance. At Eustace Body Shop, we fixed all kinds of animal collision damage, from cows to raccoons, bobcats, and even turkeys. We can't do much for the animal, but we can get your car back on all fours and looking like new again.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Are you looking to upgrade or improve the garage door on your home? This is Cameron Hall of Doors Plus. At Doors Plus, we guarantee to offer a wide selection of options from 5 leading garage door manufacturers as we deliver a free estimate, exact measurements, and rapid installation with a 3 to 5 week time frame. When you choose Doors Plus for your residential garage door needs, you'll work with our experienced technicians and be ensured that your new door seamlessly complements your home. Give us a call at 402-590-5800 or visit us online at DoorsPlusLLC.com. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Imagine starting your day with a computer glitch that leaves you feeling stuck, frustrated, and unable to get your work done. You have 1,000,001 things to get done today, and waiting for the tech issue to solve itself isn't one of them. It's time to let Hamilton handle the tech so you don't have to. We help businesses across the state spend more time on what they do best and less time frustrated with office technology. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we're focused on providing custom solutions that set you up for success now and in the future. Connect with us today at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
For remote starters, audio upgrades, and more, there's only one place to go. Auto Sounds of Lincoln at 48th and O.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
You're listening to Bock and the Blackshirt on air and online at theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back to 93.7 The Ticket. This is Bock and the Blackshirt, and we are powered
by
Bauer,
Infrastructure,
Bauer,
Underground,
Barrett,
Excavating.
All right, Bock. NFL last night. Did you watch any of it?
Yeah, I actually watched the whole game from the interesting start to an interesting end. Actually, a pretty good game. Now there was that there's of course that lightning delay that caught a lot of people off,
that did me well because I was able to watch the bottom, the last half of it. Cowboys did lose 24-20. They played better than I thought they would play. You know, this is probably one good Cowboys team. We see George Pickens is still up to his same George Pickens of Pittsburgh. They don't know which one they're going to get. But when you talk about the game, Dak Prescott, 21 of 34, 188 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions, no sacks. Javonte Williams, 15 carries, 54 yards. CeeDee Lamb, 7 carries, 110 yards receiving, probably 5 drops in that game.
One down the stretch.
George Pickens, 3 catches, 30 yards. When you talk about Philly, on the other hand, Jalen Hurts, 19 of 23, 152 yards, 1 sack, 8 yards. Rushing, Jalen Hurts, 14 carries, 62 yards, 2 touchdowns. Saquon Barkley, 18 carries, 60 yards. Receiving for Philly, Ja Dawson, 3 catches, 59 yards. Dallas Goedert, 7 catches, 44 yards. Devontae Smith, 3 catches, 6 yards. A.J. Brown, 1 catch, 8 yards. Oh, man, Bock. Now, we can talk about this game all day we want to, Bock, but we need to get down to what really happened during the timeout or delay or whatever you want to call it. It happened with Jalen Lord. We call him Jalen Jackson.
Jalen Carter.
Jalen Carter. Jalen Jackson, as everybody knows. But Jalen Carter spat a big loogie on Dak Prescott. He said that what? He said that Dak Prescott spit his way.
So Dak Prescott basically looked at the ground and spit toward Jalen Carter and that Eagles defensive line and then smiled. So clearly, I mean, disrespect shown, but not as much as Jalen Carter returned, who walked up to Dak and spat on him. And right in front of the official. The official was right there, immediately threw the flag, immediately threw him out of the game. This was before one snap. This is after basically the kickoff. The Eagles lost a player, special teams player, but nevertheless lost a special teams player to what could be a significant injury. Not sure still, didn't look into that. But it was that was an intriguing start to the game. They're down 2 players that they thought they had going in, 1 play in. And of course, Jalen Carter being the biggest part of that defense. Chris Collinsworth compared it to Dallas losing Micah Parsons in the offseason. I mean, that's how big of a factor Jalen Carter is to that defense. And of course, it would have all been better if Ty Robinson was active for the Eagles. Maybe we would have seen him get a few more snaps. Unfortunately, he was not able to play for the first game for him. But yeah, I don't know. That might have made this game a little bit closer.
How can you punish a grown man for something like that? How? I mean, could you suspend him? Could you run him at practice? Could you? I mean, could you fine him? I mean, what is the right punishment for a guy who's been playing football for well over, let's say, 10 years, Bock, because he played in junior high and in high school and college and been coached by Kirby Smart. I know Kirby Smart doesn't teach his guys that. What do you do to a guy that does that, Bock?
Yeah, it's tough because obviously, again, he just led them or helped lead them, maybe the primary defender on a great defense last year that led them to a championship. And that's what I was thinking, too, is immediately, obviously, this isn't great for the Eagles in this game. They escape with a win, obviously. But I was kind of thinking, contract-wise, like, you have to kind of bring him in and sit him down and say, listen, we just lost a game to your season because you decided to spit on the quarterback. And it was retaliation. We saw that in football. What does Tom Osborne always say? You guys always talk about is the one that retaliates often gets the penalty called them. It happened the opposite way for the Cowboys. Cooper DeJean, one of the Eagles. This was just a game of a lot of bump-ins, if you will, or skirmishes. And during one of the skirmishes, Cooper DeJean took a Cowboys player's helmet off. And the Cowboy player tried to retaliate by taking Cooper DeJean's helmet off, so he was working on it. And the refs didn't necessarily see the beginning of it. They saw the middle of it, the end of it. And so the Dallas Cowboys got punished for that. So it's a little bit of retaliation. You can see why, you'd be frustrated if somebody spits in your direction, but it's a whole another level of disrespect to actually spit on someone. So, I mean, I don't know. But I do think it can't go unpunished because you have to bring them in and say, listen, these contracts are big. This whatever your game day check, this is a big portion of it. And you're such a key part to our defense that we can't have this happen in the future. And he knows that, but that's kind of to your point is like, what is it going to do to, I mean, he already knows. He probably knows he was in the wrong. There's not much he can really say to stick up for yourself when you spit on another human being.
Yeah, I've been called everything in the book when I played, Bock, and I can tell you about one incident where I got called one of the names that you should never call a person, but he called me the blank word, and the referee called him, and the referee said, "Don't you ever say that again." And he was really on him, and I was in his back of him. Yeah, don't you ever say that. So but I don't. But it's one thing I never was taught in football is to spit on the player. I've never been that dirty, never thought about doing it. If you're that type of player where you can get talked out of your game that you have to spit on somebody, maybe football isn't the sport for you. I'm just saying, I mean, that is one of the most nastiest things that I think you can do to a person is spit in their face and to be caught on camera doing it. There's nothing you can say that can change my mind about you.
Yeah, it's tough. Of course, remember what Rondo and Chris Paul in a similar situation years ago on the basketball court. So there's been Spitgate before, but we have another instance of that. And again, this was kind of the story of this game was the Cowboys and Eagles skirmishes. Maybe every 15 plays or so. These teams don't necessarily get along, but when you kind of step back and look at it, I thought Dak looked significantly better. The throw that he threw late in that game. That was going to put the Cowboys in field goal range in the least, right? They needed a touchdown, so they were going to be going for a touchdown, but would have put them in field goal range. That CD Lamb dropped, hit him right in the hands. It was a magnificent throw. Big Hail, and I don't want to say Hail Mary, but big arm throw downfield. Dak had to put everything into it and hit it in the exact right spot. Unfortunately, we always say win or lose with your best players. I don't think that's the wrong call. If your coach Schottenheimer in your first game is to keep trying to get the ball to CD Lamb. But they just didn't. He dropped it more often than not. We've kind of seen that Jeremiah Smith in college football. Some interesting things in week one that you might not see mid-season. So I know CeeDee Lamb's going to want to get another shot at the Eagles in the return trip to Dallas. But it is interesting as you look at that. Dallas is not a team that's necessarily favored to get to the playoffs or expected to get to the playoffs. And in a game like that could certainly come back to bite them. A game they maybe should have won if you will say that Jalen Carter was out, and then of course that CeeDee Lamb had his hands on the balls for a few times to try to move the ball downfield and get that defining that big win. Of course, big touchdown, and that would be a huge win for the Cowboys to open up the season.
Yeah, Gus Mohawk says, what would T.O. do to a guy like Jalen? I think T.O. would make him run the stairs. I think he would. I mean, Coach Osborne teaches the utmost respect for everybody. I mean, you when you play for a guy like Tom Osborne, you don't go on the field, you don't dance, and you don't spit, and you don't put your hands on the referees. I think Coach Osborne was a good coach at say always keep your hands down, because the second guy always get caught. And I think that's what happened with Jalen, but Jalen Carter.
Jalen Carter, yeah.
Y'all got me talking about all this stuff. Which games are y'all picking or going to pick this week? We're going to come up with those a little later in the hour. But next, we got some news from Smoking Guns Jerky of Nebraska. Stay tuned. Bock and the Blackshirt will be right back.
Break out the lederhosen and raise a stein. Oktoberfest is this Friday at Kincaider in the Haymarket. Music and food service start at 4 p.m. and the party goes on through the night. Expect cold beer, German eats, and all the Bavarian fun you can handle at Oktoberfest this Friday night at Kincaider in the Haymarket. Farmers know it all starts with the soil. At Carbon Connections, they're helping you unlock its full potential. Their high-quality humic acid improves nutrient uptake, boosts root development, and enhances soil structure, so your crops get more from every acre. It doesn't stop there. With a full lineup of crop protection products, they help you reduce synthetic inputs while protecting yields and profits. Smarter inputs, healthier soils, better returns. It's time to grow more naturally. Visit Carbon Connections on Facebook or call them today at 402-947-1476 to learn how they can help your farm thrive. Carbon Connections, unlocking your potential.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait. Apply now.
Empire Netting and Fence delivers top quality netting and fence solutions. From major sports venues to backyard installs and everything in between, coast to coast. We take on tough jobs with grit, integrity, and a strong commitment to safety. Empire is growing, and we're hiring motivated people ready to grow with us. We build each other up, and we're building something big. Think you've got what it takes? Apply now at empire-fence.com. That's empire-fence.com.
Mike, I've been thinking our house could really use a makeover. How about new siding?
I've been thinking the same thing. Have you heard of James Hardy?
Yes! Sarah down the street had Roofing Service Company install James Hardy siding on their home, and they love it.
Roofing Service Company does have great reviews.
They took her through the design process and made everything super easy.
Roofing Service Company offers expert design and installation. Couple that with James Hardy's durable products and variety of colors, you and your family will love your exterior remodel. Just visit roofingservicecompany.com. That's roofingservicecompany.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
Since 1983, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs has been a trusted and reliable company in Lincoln and the surrounding areas. Fast Mike's handles all sides of construction projects, home renovations, or big cleanouts. With the perfect size dumpster to fit your needs, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs will haul it all. With same-day delivery in Lincoln, affordable rates, and top-notch service, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs make cleanup quick and easy. Call now at 402-450-6828 or visit us online at fastmikesrolloffs.com. Book your dumpster today. Fast Mike's Roll-Offs, cleanup made simple.
Fall is here, and so are cooler temps, darker evenings, and slick roads. Is your vehicle ready for the change in seasons? At A1 Automotive, we've got you covered. From tire checks, brake inspections, batteries, and heater systems, we make sure your car is road ready for the Nebraska winters ahead. Don't wait until the first frost. Schedule your fall car care checkup today and drive with confidence all season long. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
When the clock strikes zero after every Nebraska football game, there's only one place to go for instant coverage. Tune in for the Husker After Party Postgame Show on 93.7 The Ticket for each game, win or lose. Call in with all your takes or text the show at 464-5685 and hear quotes from the players and coaches too. It's the Husker After Party Postgame Show, sponsored by Anderson Ford and Vinny Krikak of State Farm Insurance. 93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, a slight chance of showers this morning. Otherwise, we'll see decreasing clouds throughout the day, with a light breeze and a high around 67. Tonight, mainly clear skies and calm winds, with a low around 46. And tomorrow, we'll see mainly sunny skies with light winds and a high near 71. I'm meteorologist Kyle Tucker from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
You're listening to Bock in the Blackshirt.
Terrell Farley. Defending Terrell Farley, who last week in his first start was a holy terror. Number 43.
And Jake Bockoven. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Powered by Bauer.
Welcome back to Bock in the Blackshirt here on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Friday again, September 5th, and kickoff is tomorrow night, 6:30 game time. Bock, the light show is back in effect. Don't know how many night games we're going to have this year, but this is the first one. Hopefully, the USC game.
Which the USC game, by the way, sold out. So the blackout is ready. Everybody's got their tickets. We just need people to wear black that day.
USC sold out too?
The Nebraska USC game, yeah.
All right. Bock in the Black Shirt has joined forces with Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska. It's one of the best choices for small batch gourmet jerky. At Smoking Guns Jerky of Nebraska, everything they make is done entirely in the store. It's not mass production, but carefully handcrafted every time. There are two places you can go and get Smoking Gun Jerky for yourself. You can stop by the store at 443 North 48, or you can go online at smokinggunjerky.com. Use code entry Farley to get 10% off your order. Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska, Nebraska's go-to store for beef jerky. But we're going to start doing a taste test every Thursday, but we're going to do one today.
Okay.
We're going to call it Thursdays. We're going to call it Smoking Gun Jerky Thursdays.
I like it, yeah.
So we're going to test some of this jerky. And the first one we're going to try, Bock, I'm going to pass one to you, is Mesquite beef jerky. Smoky Mesquite flavor.
I can't go wrong there, I would assume.
I'm not going to pull the hot one out to the last.
Yeah. Okay, I got my water ready. I know they can do spicy because I've tried one of their spicy
All right,
ones.
here you
But
go,
those took
Bock.
me out.
Grab one.
There we go. Got some jerky ready for me.
All right,
let's go on.
Let's taste it.
Mmm.
Good smoky taste.
Yeah, definitely.
Mmm. Smoky mesquite flavor. I like that.
Yeah, nice, a nice chew to it. Definitely, like you said, got the smoke taste to it. Fantastic.
Cannot
go wrong with that pick. Yeah, if you go down, that's not a bad one.
All right, Bob. This one is Applewood beef jerky. Smoked applewood flavor. All right. That first one tastes, I can give that a 10, Bob. That first one.
Oh, yeah.
I can give it a 10. I just got to keep tasting some of them.
Okay, got to get some more water in. Smoked
A little
applewood,
water.
yeah.
Smoked applewood flavor.
Again, has that good smoke taste to it.
Little apple.
Yeah. I'm just assuming all of it. The texture is pretty good because they're very similar.
Yeah.
Very soft, very easy to chew. And it's not one of those beef jerkies you're really
You're just
straining your
chewing,
teeth
yeah,
on. Yeah.
yeah.
It's real easy. Easy goes down easy.
All right, everybody. Bock
Very
is
good.
not used to hot stuff, but this one is Blazing Saddles beef jerky, hickory flavor with a horseradish kick. I love horseradish. All right, Bock, that's a big piece you got now. You know yourself, Bock.
Yeah, I don't know if this is the same one or the other. I mean, this one sounds like it's got some spice to it. So
I'm going to take a little bite.
not initially too much. Good taste. Yeah, that was not too spicy.
Yeah. All right. I can live with that.
Yeah, a little bit there.
All
Not
right,
too
if you're
much.
looking for some good jerky, Smoking Guns Jerky of Nebraska is the air. Ooh, Bock, now here it comes. Here it
It'll
comes.
hit you.
It's coming.
It'll hit you eventually.
It's coming. It's coming. Yeah, that Blazing Saddle, it came a little late. It's like a horse riding in. You know what I'm saying? Like, who is that? Oh, there it goes. It's got a little kick to it at the end.
Yeah, which is that's preferred for me. Everybody has their different levels. I actually don't mind spicy. It's just spicy, and then trying to do a radio segment right afterwards becomes a little bit difficult. But this is not too overwhelming. It's not one that's gonna make you shed some tears or anything like that. So a little bit of kick at the end. That's again, there's gonna be all different flavors. There's gonna be some that you could choose. That if you want to get the real spice, I'm sure you could because I've already had that from them. I don't remember which one that was called, but this one's not so bad. It's a nice mild
kick
spice.
I like it.
Yeah,
I like all three of them. All right, if you two places you can go to get Smoking Gun Jerky for yourself. You can also stop by the store at 443 North 48th, or you can order online at smokinggunjerky.com. Use code word Farley to get 10% off your order. Joe and Ryan out there, two good guys. I met both of them two different times, but these are two good people, Nebraska people. I had a little chat with Ryan today, and we're going to try to get somebody from Smoking Guns out here next Thursday to sit down and go over it with us and put a face with it.
Yeah. I'd like to get to know the business, behind the package. The package is nice and done well. Like I said, the jerky, incredible. If you can really, like you were kind of saying throughout it, you can kind of feel it's not just processed package or anything like that. It's handled with care, made with love. is what they say, out of a kitchen. But I don't know if I don't want to put words in their mouth. I don't know if they're intending to be loving, but it is very good jerky.
Well, that blazer
Good
saddle
quality.
is coming now. I can just feel the little spice coming. The spice is good. It's not hot, but it does have a little blaze to it.
Kick.
All right, Bock, let's get on some college football this week. As you know, Nebraska takes on Akron tomorrow. Bock, let's call them now as you see them. Most likely to get upset tomorrow as a ranked team. Iowa versus Iowa State, Illinois versus Duke, Arizona versus Ole Miss, Okie State versus Oregon. Which one of these teams has a good chance to upset the ranked team? Iowa's not ranked.
Iowa State is right.
Yeah.
So that'd probably be the first one I go to. Again, as of recently, Matt Campbell's been able to win a few of those against Kirk fans, but they're coming down to like last second field goals, which are so it's just been a good game. But I think Iowa's gonna be right in that one. Iowa State looked good. Kansas State, it's tough to tell because Kansas State didn't look great right in week 0 when Iowa State beat them in Ireland, then struggled last week against the North Dakota team. They've got Army this week, so that'll be kind of an interesting test for them as well.
Well, Army lost to us too. Somebody we don't even know.
Right. So I don't even know if you know more by then. Kansas State's a tough read, but that kind of translates to Iowa State. How, if Kansas State's not very good, barely beating them in Ireland, what does that mean? The opposite of that, obviously, preseason expectations were both those teams. We're supposed to be good Big 12 teams. Iowa, we got to see that quarterback. We got to see if he can be an improvement from what they've had as of recent. Didn't necessarily look like it in week 1 for the Hawkeyes, but they did have like 300 yards rushing. So when something's working, you might kind of stick with it. They're gonna have to throw the ball a little bit more here, but I think Iowa generally has Iowa State's number, so that would be my first pick there. That Illinois Duke game also interesting. Illinois, it's kind of one of those deals now. You're not coming from the bottom and surprising people. Remember when Illinois played Nebraska last year as a top 25 matchup, and all I kept thinking is like, I don't know if this Illinois is actually a top 25 team. They were, and Brett Bielema is one of my favorite coaches in college football. He's got the culture kind of set there, but we've talked about all off season. Anytime Illinois has had a good year, in the last 25 years, it's followed it up with a 500 or less year. So this is one of those games early on that could kind of be a swing for that. Duke paid a lot of money for their quarterback Mensa this offseason. Of course, Manny Diaz off to a good start, taking over from Mike Elko last year. I believe it was 9 wins, if I'm not correct. Could be wrong there with Duke last year, but been a good football program. So that's definitely one to keep an eye on too.
All right, Bock, I'm really thinking Iowa State beat Iowa by a field goal last year. Wasn't it like a 50-something yard field goal at the end of the game?
Yep.
I don't see Arizona State losing to Mississippi State. I don't see Okie State beating Oregon. The best two, like I said, you said probably Iowa State and Illinois. They have the best two chances for me or getting upset, not the other two teams as we go.
Yeah. We'll see. I'm intrigued by that Oklahoma State-Oregon matchup. I hope it's interesting. Mike Gundy's been sure entertaining this past week, but they're like 20. It's like 27.5. There's a big line on that. So they're not necessarily expecting. I mean, Oregon or Oklahoma State coming off a 3-9 year, which is unheard of in the Mike Gundy regime, but it happened. And they've got a lot of work to do to catch up to the likes of Oregon. Of course, is kind of repacking, reloading from their loaded team last year, but they've still got a heck of some players out there that'll probably be a big difference in that game.
All right, Bock, how do you feel about College Game Day and Big Noon having basketball players for week 2? College Game Day will have Trey Young as a guest for the Oklahoma Michigan game, and Big Noon will have Tyrese Hillenburton as a guest for the Iowa State and Iowa game.
That's kind of interesting. Both those guys have dabbled into WWE too, so they're guys in any ways that like to kind of get a little bit of a spotlight outside of being on the basketball court. I mean it's fine. Those are kind of big time former alumni. They could have went the football route. It's harder to get those guys right in the NFL season. If you're kind of thinking of going out there and getting a Brock Purdy, for example, he might be busy this weekend. So there are some names that could have went after, but those are two of the top names in the NBA. So I don't think you can go wrong there.
Yeah, Trey Young of the Atlanta Hawks and Hillenburg of the Indiana Pacers. All right, Brock. Drew Aller signs with Nike and American Eagle. He signs with Nike, and Penn State is in the process of moving back to Adidas. They're waiting for a vote from the board of trustees to see if they do it. But what if they, does college players now, as they sign these NIL deals, are they most likely to wear, like, let's say Drew Aller signs with Nike and Penn State goes to Adidas. Do he get a chance to wear Nikes, or he has to wear the Adidas?
I think because the school has the deal, you have to stick like in-game stuff. You got to stick with the brand that you sign with. Otherwise, what's the point of necessarily doing otherwise? Other than the kind of the logo on the jersey. But I think that includes shoes and everything and all that that's put into it. So really, it's kind of the branding outside of it. Drew Aller can go on his social media with all his Adidas stuff or whatever it might be, or Nike stuff, I guess in this case, and kind of show that off, and hopefully a lot of it's about kind of the inroads and being out there saying we were here when you were first. Maybe when he gets to the league and hopefully has some success, if you're the Nike representative, that you've already gotten in there with what at that time would be one of the bigger names in the league. So a lot of it's just kind of that deal. But as I understand, it would be a lot of social media posting, where even clothes walking in. That's all fine. But once you get on the field, you got to wear the team apparel.
All right, Bock. I understand that part. Lou Holtz, he's back at it again, Bock.
Bring him and Mark Bay back. How about that?
Yeah, him and Ryan Day are going at it again.
Uh-oh.
Lou Holtz says they're not a great football team. Nearly 2 years after sparking a feud, Holtz still isn't sold on Ohio State.
I'm not usually. I mean, Lou Holtz says a lot of things that I wouldn't necessarily agree with, but it's just a different day, and it's a different way of measuring things. I'll say it till I'm blue in the face because I'm such a fan of the way that football used to be set up. Ohio State never, ever in college football history would have won a national title before this past season, and you extend the playoffs. So what they change is the way that you crown a champion, and we're seeing college football adjust to that, right? The 9-game conference schedule from the SEC plus a non-con game against a Power 4 opponent. That's not to go undefeated. That's to have interesting games and help your strength of schedule and trying to get one of those bids for the playoffs. So it's just kind of changed the game the way that it is. But I think Ohio State at any time has the talent, has the ability to win a single elimination tournament. Were they the best team last year? They were by the end, and in the way that we crown a champion now, that's all that counts. But a guy like Lou Holtz, I could understand why he would. From his day to all the way up till last couple of years, that it's a different way to crown a champion. So if he wants to sit back and still think, I don't know about Ryan Day or Ohio State as kind of that overwhelming program, I don't think they necessarily are. It kind of goes back to 2007 when LSU won with 2 losses. They beat a lot of teams. They beat a lot of top 10 teams, so their strengths of wins are up there. But I've come from a day when I saw undefeated teams argue with other undefeated teams about who the best team in college football history was, and it takes away a lot of your aura or your you kind of belief to be one of the greatest of all time if you have even one loss on your schedule, and they had 2.
All right, Bob. Well, Ryan Day should have shot back. Hey, look at your son Skip's record. When we talk about these coaches, which coach that had a son that coaches now is doing better probably than what their dad has probably did? There's probably only one that probably Shane Beamer.
Well, he's not doing better than Frank.
Well, I'm not saying he's doing better than Frank, but he has a better chance, and he's in a better conference though.
Yeah, I mean, I like Shane Beamer, but Frank took Virginia Tech to the national championship.
Yeah, I understand. I think Shane Beamer will get South Carolina to that point one of these years.
You think so?
Yeah, I think they got a great. I think South Carolina has a great team. If you look at the quarterback situation, if you look at the wide receiver depth they have and the speed they have a track guy, Bock, that's probably 6'2", 230, 220 running down the field and can run past you. And I watched that play live, Bock, how fast he ran past that guy, and just to think that when you talk about kids that grow up in a system where their father's the head coach and now they're a coach, I think he's probably the only one that's probably living up to his father's name. I know you can go Terry Bowden back in the days when he coached at Auburn. And that's probably the only one. I mean, to me.
Well, then again, yeah, Tommy Bowden even, but they're not living up to Bobby, and that's kind of my point with Frank Beamer. Is he's so good. He's especially bringing Virginia Tech up out of nothing. You kind of think about Coach Snyder over there with Kansas State doing a similar thing. Is that it's just going to be hard for Shane to catch up. Now you look at his few years, and he's an exciting coach. I like him. He's very emotional. I think to a detriment to a point where Brett Bielema was laughing at him in the bowl game last year. But you look at his 4 years in South Carolina. Not saying they're bad, but 7-6, 8-5, 5-7, 9-4, solid years. Not even up to the Spurrier level that they had at South Carolina. Much less what Shane Beamer was able to do. Excuse me, what Coach Frank Beamer was able to do in Virginia Tech. Now it would help if you get a Michael Vick. That certainly helped Frank Beamer, but he's got a long way to go. It's tough. I mean, you kind of think about the Harbaughs maybe, but there's just it's tough to kind of live up and outgrow your dad's shadow, especially if he's a legend in the coaching profession.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. But, like I said, I like South Carolina. I think they're my dark horse in the SEC to come out of that probably. If they have a good chance, they have to beat a Georgia team. They will play Clemson, that rivalry they play every year. I think they can get over that hump if they can get over Georgia.
It could be. I mean, they are definitely a lot of people's dark horse teams. And Laura Sellish, I talked about Michael Vick, maybe not quite that, but he's a guy a lot of people have their eye on for the Heisman Trophy. And of course, if you get that equalizer at quarterback, along with some of the athleticism you were mentioning that they have for the Gamecocks, they could make a run. I'd love to say they'd be a very fun team to see to get in the playoffs.
All right, Cigar Guy said Farley is going suns out, guns out today. Yeah, right. I have. Scott of Minnesota side missed Brian Ferentz on the Iowa staff. They couldn't score but 12 points a game, so I guess they don't miss him, or they do miss him. We would never know until they score over 40 points.
So far it hasn't been a whole lot better under Tim Lesser.
We'll have to see how it goes. All right, let's go to break, Bock, and when we come back, it's time to pick our games of the week this week and to see if Nebraska can cover over Akron this weekend. 93.7 The Ticket, Bock in the Blackshirt.
Have you been accused of a crime and don't know where to turn? At Liberty Law Group, we understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you're up against the legal system, you need an attorney you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion. Liberty Law's experienced trial attorneys are committed to the defense of liberty for those accused. Don't let a criminal charge ruin your life. Call Liberty Law at 877-42-LIBERTY. Advocates you need, trial attorneys you can trust. That's 877-42-LIBERTY.
Since 1983, Fast Mike's Rollouts has been a trusted and reliable company in Lincoln and the surrounding areas. Fast Mike's handles all sides of construction projects, home renovations, or big cleanouts. With the perfect size dumpster to fit your needs, Fast Mike's Rollouts will haul it all. With same-day delivery in Lincoln, affordable rates, and top-notch service, Fast Mike's Rollouts make cleanup quick and easy. Call now at 402-450-6828 or visit us online at fastmikesrolloffs.com. Book your dumpster today. Fast Mike's Rolloffs, cleanup made simple.
MHC isn't a new company, just a new name. Moe's Moving is now Moe's Home and Commercial. Whether moving across town or across the state, MHC Moving has you covered, specializing in home, apartment, assisted, and independent living moves. MHC can handle your commercial moves as well. MHC Moving has 0 hidden fees. You'll never pay for same-day booking or be charged for stairs, heavy items, or elevator fees. Rates are the same Monday through Saturday, and you will never pay a truck or fuel surcharge. And they offer payment plans through PayPal. Call MHC Moving today at 402-853-7167 or go to mhcmoving.com.
Looking to upgrade your equipment and keep cash in your pocket? Through August at Landmark Implement, get up to a 24-month waiver on select John Deere tractors and combines. Or lock in a 1.9% fixed rate for 36 months, followed by 6.2% interest fixed for up to another 36 months. When planning for this year's harvest, we've got a solution that works for your bottom line. Visit your Landmark Implement today and check us out at landmarkimp.com and experience the Landmark difference.
We interrupt this commercial break for an important story.
There once was a man from Nebraska who went searching for food in Alaska. When his stomach was rumbling while laying in bed, he could think of only one option, Führer's cheese spread. So he left at once and drove day and night to return back home for cheese spread delight. Now his stomach is full and the voice in his head tells him no more vacations without Führer's cheese spread. Find yours today at most local grocers.
I can't believe I just scratched that car. Find my insurance card.
Dude, what do you have in this glove box? Ew, are these socks dirty?
Oh, forget about the socks. I need my insurance card.
Just pull it up on the State Farm mobile app.
But I can do that? Oh, hey, I can do that.
Yep, it's called service.
I can file a claim on here too?
Yeah, it's called service.
Whoa, I can call my agent too?
It's called service.
Call your local State Farm agent, Vinny Krikak, today at 402-474-1173.
Follow the Huskers to the City of Angels when Nebraska plays at UCLA in November. Book your official Nebraska alumni travel package at HuskerFanTravel.com. Choose from 2 or 3 night options that include a hotel in scenic Santa Monica, an exclusive welcome event, game day transportation, and the official Husker Huddle pregame party. Add on your game tickets for an optional upgrade. Transportation to and from LA is not included. Join the official Nebraska alumni trip to see the Huskers play at UCLA. Spots are limited, so book your trip now at HuskerFanTravel.com.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, a slight chance of showers this morning. Otherwise, we'll see decreasing clouds throughout the day, the light breeze, and a high around 67. Tonight, mainly clear skies and calm winds, the low around 46. And tomorrow, we'll see mainly sunny skies with light wind, and a high near 71. I'm meteorologist Kyle Tucker from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Advanced Medical Imaging is hosting their 3rd annual Breast Cancer Awareness Walk on October 11th at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard. Hear inspiring stories from survivors, enjoy local food truck vendors, a live DJ, and other family-friendly activities as we unite to bring awareness about breast cancer. Check-in begins at 8:30 a.m. with the walk starting at 9. Register your team today for Advanced Medical Imaging's 3rd annual Breast Cancer Awareness Walk online at amimaging.com. Let's walk for those we've lost, for those still fighting, and for a future without breast cancer.
Oh, Kansas.
Here we go. Second half today.
You just don't stop giving, do you?
Green flag, we're underway.
The closest finish in NASCAR Cup Series history. Close to downtown, amazing campgrounds. 3 NASCAR races in one weekend, and it's the playoffs.
You guys can't drive.
Now you're just showing off. But we're not mad. In fact, we're looking forward to it. NASCAR Playoffs Weekend at Kansas Speedway, September 26th through the 28th. Get your tickets now at kansasspeedway.com.
Shopping for new flooring is different today. Getting your questions answered, making the right selection, getting the best value, and installed quickly and professionally. Visit ostreetcarpet.com or shop our store. We'll answer all your questions and help you make the right choice. You'll be enjoying your new floor in just days for less than you'd pay elsewhere. Carpet, vinyl, wood, laminate, tile, and area rugs. We've got it all.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Jordan here with Sartor Heyman Jewelers, inviting you to join us as we celebrate Sartor Heyman's 120th anniversary with an exclusive designer handbag trunk show, September 5th and 6th at our South Point Pavilion store. Explore a curated collection of pre-owned handbags from the world's most coveted designers and be the first to discover our newest fine jewelry collections for the season. See you at Sartor Heyman at South Point Pavilions, September 5th and 6th.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
You're listening to Bock and the Blackshirt on air and online at theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to Bock and the Blackshirt here on 93.7 The Ticket. It is that time of the day to do our pickup show. Last week, we all did bad. I think the text line is winning 8-5, their record. Bock is 7-6, and the Black Shirt is 6-7.
Yeah.
Below 500.
I can't let the text line beat us every week, but
I
you
know.
guys will have your chance again. 402-464-5685. The rules are the first one that texts in. That's the representation from the text line.
All right, Bock, let's get it on.
All right, let's get into the games here. Let me get some nice music going for us as well. Get us in the football spirit a little bit. Big games this week in every time slot that I like. Of course, maybe not the week one matchups, but I think there might be some more upsets this week to keep us interested. Let's start with our week two matchups, though. A game that can be heard right here on 93.7 The Ticket. Michigan at Oklahoma. $237 to get into that game in Norman. Oklahoma favored by 5.5.
Ooh. I'm gonna go out on a limb on this one, Bock. I'm gonna take Oklahoma.
Oh yeah, going OU.
Doesn't matter. I'm gonna see what he's all about and watch him on the big screen tomorrow. Hopefully we'll see the score. We will see the scores while the Nebraska game is going. But hopefully I can get home enough when I go out the stadium and can't come back in. I'll go home and watch that game.
So let's know what you think, Oklahoma or Michigan. 402-464-5685. And let us know what you think. We
Cigar
got
guy Michigan.
Saying Michigan gets the win there. I'm going to go with OU, too. Actually, they are favored here. I just like the fact that they got a veteran quarterback and Michigan does not. So they might take their lumps. And just to be quite honest with you, too, I want Michigan to take this loss because, of course, they are maneuvering things around so that their coach will sit out against Nebraska. Well, I don't want that to pay off for them. I want them to lose this game and lose to Nebraska. So take that, Michigan. So that's what we'll start with there. Big game in Iowa. Iowa at Iowa State. Cyclones favored by 3.5. $134 to get into this one. Unless you go to the athletic department, apparently there's a few tickets left there. I don't know how much those are, but on the secondary market, $134. Let's go on the text line 402-464-5685. If you think Iowa or Iowa State will win this one.
All right, I think I'm going to go with Iowa.
You're going with Iowa?
Yeah, Iowa.
Oh, man. I like the way that you're thinking so far. Kirk Ferentz usually has the upper hand against Matt Campbell. I think it's 2-6 against him. So I actually am going to go with Iowa, too, though Iowa State is favored. So we're thinking similarly so far. However, Cigar Guy, the first one in, along with Bill and Bennett and Ohio Husker, all picking Iowa State. And one of them even threw in never pick Iowa. So we've already committed a cardinal sin there, according to Nebraska fans. But so be it. We're off to that start. How about this one? A matchup of old Big 8 teams, even Big 12 North rivals. Kansas at Missouri. Missouri favored by 6.5. This one also a hot ticket to get into. $210 if you want to go to that game in Columbia. Terrell, you know what? You've been going first. I'll go ahead and lead it off for us. I'm picking Kansas to win this one. Again, when I look at the quarterback, and maybe I'm leaning too far into the quarterbacks this week. Bo Privula at Missouri had a fine debut, but they lost one of their quarterbacks, and so we'll see what he kind of does there. Jalen Daniels, I think, is almost 30 years old. I don't know how old he is, but he's been there at Kansas forever. He's still a dynamic player. If he's healthy, they're dangerous. I like the Jayhawks.
Mizzou.
Going with Mizzou there.
Mizzou.
Not a bad pick. We got some different thoughts on the text line. Both teams picked, but Bill and Bennett was first to pick Mizzou there. So Mizzou getting the vote from the text line there. Let's jump to UCLA at UNLV. This will be played where the Raiders play in Las Vegas. UCLA coming off an embarrassing defeat. -2.5. They are favored in this one. $60 to get in if you happen to be in Vegas this weekend.
What's UNLV record?
They're 2-0. They skirted by. They haven't really played anybody too much, but of course they had a great record last year. All-time record as far as wins for UNLV actually last year Their coach, though, went off to take the Purdue job. So Dan Mullen, the former Florida coach, now the head of the Rebels down there.
Dan Mullins, I remember him. He coached at Mississippi State.
That's right, yeah.
Florida.
That's right, yeah.
All right. I'm going to go UNLV on this one. Chief Borders, is he there?
I think he's still there, yeah.
Yeah, Chief Borders and UNLV. I'm going with the upset.
I like that. I like it. I also am going to go ahead and pick UNLV here to get the upset. Cigar Guy not very excited about the game. He doesn't think it's going to look pretty, but he does pick UNLV to get the win there too. So we're all going with the upset in that game. Let's move on to a big one here for Illinois to prove that they are not a pretender, but yet a contender once again. Illinois will travel on the road to take on Duke. Duke, the environment, maybe not as rowdy. $23 to get into this game. So
that's cheap.
That's not too expensive.
That's cheap.
Illinois is favored by 2.5 on the road here.
All right. I think I'm going for Illinois because Brett Bielema is the king of the ring in the Big Ten.
That's right.
He beats every coach up. Let's go with that. Illinois.
Yeah, don't mind that pick here. We got our first picks in here for Illinois as well. I'm not going to go against you guys. I was kind of a Duke football fan over the last couple of years, but I can't go against
They
Brett
lose their
Bielema.
coach every year.
Yeah.
Last 2 years, I think they lost their coach.
Well, Manny Diaz is still in charge there, but we'll see what they can do. Like I said, their quarterback Mensa, they paid a pretty penny for. So hopefully this is a game where he can kind of show out. Let's jump over to a very important game in my mind for the Baylor Bears. They're going on the road to take on SMU. SMU favored by 2.5. If you don't know what channel the CW network is, you might have to figure that out if this game's close. You want to tune it there. $70 to get in. Baylor and SMU.
Oh my God! I seen a highlight last week. I seen this running back, man, and he was running. His name was Chris Johnson Jr. And guess who he's paid for? He's paying for the team that I went for every game last year. SMU, baby, again. Chris Johnson Jr. Remember that name.
All right, keep that in mind. I like your pick too. I'm going with the Pony Express here. If for nothing else, because I think Baylor is not the team that
I got an undefeated thing going on right now. I think right now I am undefeated in my head, and I'm still going to be undefeated when it comes tomorrow night.
Shout out to Bill and Bennett. He chimes in. He thinks Baylor is going to win that game. So we've got the text line's response there. Let's get into a few more games here. Ole Miss in Kentucky. Mississippi favored by 8.5. This is at Kentucky. $49 to get in.
Who is this?
Ole Miss, Kentucky.
Ole Miss. I would never go for Kentucky. Kentucky's bottom of the barrel. They do have my favorite running back and the big guy who was here last year.
Yeah, absolutely.
What was his name again?
Now you put me on the spot. Dante Dowdell.
Dante Dowdell, former Oregon, former Nebraska, now Kentucky Wildcat guy.
Yeah, I'm not going to go out there.
But I'm going Ole Miss.
Yeah. Text line agrees. We're all not brave enough to pick the upset for Kentucky to get that win. Let's jump over to I should do the spread on this one, but we'll just pick it straight up. Oklahoma State and Oregon. Oregon favored by 27.5, $29 to get into the game. The reason why I want to keep this on here is just because Mike Gundy has been very expressive this past week about the misbalance in maybe the NIL that's going into this game. Oregon has a little bit of an advantage there. Can Oklahoma State match it on the field, Terrell?
Well, I hate to see what he's going to say Monday after he gets his butt kicked. I'm going with Oregon.
Yeah, I think that's probably a good pick. I'm going with Oregon as well. The text line is not the brave ones. They're going by Oregon. In fact, Cigar Guy says Oregon by 1,000,000. We will all pick Oregon in that case. Let's jump here to a game that I think is interesting for Nebraska fans. Boston College, a team they beat in the Pinstripe Bowl, against Michigan State, a team that they will face here in the next month or so. So an interesting game in my mind there. Michigan State favored by 4.5, $40 to get into that game for see if Jonathan Smith and Aiden Childs can get the win.
Over who?
Boston College.
Boston College, Michigan State. Boston College, Michigan State. Boston College, Michigan State. Oh, my God. Michigan State. This is a hard one right here.
It is. It's a tough one to predict. BC is the first pick on the text line, so we'll keep that. We'll write that down. I think that is a close game. For what it's worth, a different quarterback, the quarterback that started for Boston College in the Pinstripe Bowl, did not win that quarterback battle, so might take a little bit away from the pinstripe bowl they have there. They feel like they've at least got an upgrade in that position. Of course, Tommy Castellanos left midseason last year and now is doing well at Florida State. But I think everybody expects a little bit more out of Michigan State in year 2 under Jonathan Smith, not John L. Smith. For people that remember, there have been 2 John Smiths now as the coaches for Michigan State. But yeah, I'm going to go with Sparty there as well. And I think that leads us to the point spread, the cover against Nebraska. Are they going to cover the 34.5?
Oh, boy. You know what, Bock? I think they do. I take that back, Bock. I think they don't.
Oh,
I don't. They're not, Bock. 34-17, Bock.
34-17. That's too close for comfort.
Well, 17 comes in the second half against
the
number 2s. It'll be 34-0 when we take them out. But the second team, they will give up something. Let's go. No, they will not cover.
We've got a few no, we don't covers here on the text line, so that's what we're going to go with for the text line. I'm going to say they do cover. I think they win 45-7. Might be picking a little bit with my heart there, but I don't still think Akron presents much. If Nebraska can shut down that running game, which was the problem coming out of the first week for Nebraska in week 1 against Cincinnati, but they just don't pack a whole lot of punch in the passing game. So I think we could be on our way to a blowout here.
All right, we'll see tomorrow night when all the football action comes through. Bock, that's a good one you did right there. I like that one.
Yeah, we got some different picks. We'll see how it looks.
All right, I can't wait to pick some more excited games. Can I take the lead? Can the text line fall off, or can Bock fall off? We'll see this weekend. 93.7 The Ticket. Bock and the Blackshirt. We'll be right back to close out the show.
I'm Kirk Herbstreit, and today I'm eating Raising Cane's. I want a solid bench of 4 chicken fingers, crinkle cut fries with Texas toast. Now back to you, Todd.
So the usual.
Make Raising Cane's part of your game day lineup.
Looking for a financial partner that truly makes a difference? Modern Woodman is a member-owned fraternal financial services organization. We can help you plan for all stages of life, from protection to saving to retirement. We also offer member benefits, social activities, and volunteer opportunities to help your family and community.
I'm Sean Erickson, your Modern Woodman representative in Lincoln. Call me at 402-483-6515 to start the conversation.
Modern Woodman of America, touching lives, securing futures.
Oh, Kansas.
Here we go. If I can have today.
You just don't stop giving, do you?
Green flag, we're underway.
The closest finish in NASCAR Cup Series history. Close to downtown, amazing campgrounds. 3 NASCAR races in 1 weekend, and it's the playoffs.
Goddamn right.
Now you're just showing off. But we're not mad. In fact, we're looking forward to it. NASCAR Playoffs Weekend at Kansas Speedway, September 26th through the 28th. Get your tickets now at kansasspeedway.com.
When it comes to concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction doesn't stall. They go for the takedown. As Nebraska's full-service concrete contractor, they stay in bounds, hold inside position, and never forfeit quality. Whether it's foundations, flatwork, or concrete coatings, they elevate performance and pin down results that win every time. Stevens & Smith Construction is a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket. Because when it's time to wrestle with concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction slams expectations.
Big news, Nebraska. Love Omaha is now Love Nebraska. This is more than just a new name. It's a tribute to what Nebraska represents in the world of volleyball. It's still the same team with the same mission, led by players you know and love. Now backed by a new ownership group led by Jordan Larson. As Love Nebraska, they're entering an exciting new chapter, pushing for a championship title in 2026 and building new opportunities for the next generation of players across the state. They want you with them. Let's show the world how Nebraska plays volleyball. Join the movement at lovneb.com and sign up to become a Love Nebraska Insider today. Attention all Wings fans, Buffalo Wings and Rings has daily specials that will make you want to stop in on all days of the week. Kids eat free on Mondays, and on Tuesdays enjoy 40% off boneless or traditional wings at a price that makes the whole family happy. And come back on Wednesdays for $1.39 chicken tenders all day long. Get to Wings and Rings today, 68th and O, or in Williamsburg Village. Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
Jordan here with Sartor Heyman Jewelers, inviting you to join us as we celebrate Sartor Heyman's 120th anniversary with an exclusive designer handbag trunk show, September 5th and 6th at our South Point Pavilion store. Explore a curated collection of pre-owned handbags from the world's most coveted designers and be the first to discover our newest fine jewelry collections for the season. See you at Sartor Heyman at South Point Pavilions, September 5th and 6th.
I can't believe I just scratched that car. Find my insurance card.
Dude, what do you have in this glove box? Ew, are these socks dirty?
Oh, forget about the socks. I need my insurance card.
Just pull it up on the State Farm mobile app.
But I can do that? Oh, hey, I can do that.
Yep, it's called service.
I can file a claim on here too?
Yeah, it's called service.
Whoa, I can call my agent too?
It's called service.
Call your local State Farm agent, Vinny Krikak, today at 402-474-1173.
Follow the Huskers to the City of Angels when Nebraska plays at UCLA in November. Book your official Nebraska alumni travel package at HuskerFanTravel.com. Choose from 2 or 3 night options that include a hotel in scenic Santa Monica, an exclusive welcome event, game day transportation, and the official Husker Huddle pregame party. Add on your game tickets for an optional upgrade. Transportation to and from LA is not included. Join the official Nebraska alumni trip to see the Huskers play at UCLA. Spots are limited, so book your trip now at HuskerFanTravel.com.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Shopping for new flooring is different today. Getting your questions answered, making the right selection, getting the best value, and installed quickly and professionally. Visit OStreetCarpet.com or shop our store. We'll answer all your questions and help you make the right choice. You'll be enjoying your new floor in just days for less than you'd pay elsewhere. Carpet, vinyl, wood, laminate, tile, and area rugs. We've got it all.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Hey guys, it's Nick. We had a great week 1 high school football matchup where Lincoln North Star got the 14-10 win over Lincoln Southwest, but now it's time to turn our attention to one of the best rivalries in Nebraska. This Friday at 8 p.m., join me and Jay Foreman for Lincoln Southeast versus Lincoln Southwest. Southeast is coming in off of a dominating 30-0 win versus Grand Island, while the Silverhawks look to get their first win of the 2025 season. Kickoff is slated for 8 p.m. from Seacrest Field, with pregame coverage beginning at 7:45. Join me and Jay Foreman this Friday night for Lincoln Southeast versus Lincoln Southwest, right here on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
You're listening to Bock and the Blackshirt, on air and online at theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to Bock and the Blackshirt here on 93.7 The Ticket. We are on Monday through Friday from 1 to 3 every day. Just being Bock. All right, Bock, what you got?
Just a few things here. We got to pay the bills and shout out some of our sponsors. Also, your chance to win $25 to Bar 48 in just a second. So it's not going to be hard. It's going to be the quickest one with the quickest fingers on the text line. So just hang tight with me for a second, and we will give $25 away to Bar 48. But first, I want to let you know about Credible Mind. Credible Mind Plus Safe Use. The Lincoln Lancaster County Health Department introduces Credible Mind, a free online platform for mental well-being. Visit myhealthymind.crediblemindcom anytime. Wondering if substance use is becoming a problem? Take the free anonymous assessment. Is your substance use harmful? For instant guidance and resources to support your health. So once again, thank you to Credible Mind and the Lincoln Lancaster County Health Department for this initiative and for caring for Lincoln, obviously. And in any problems there, you can definitely use that for some help. Let's get to Bar 48 here. Bar 48 is Lincoln's newest craft cocktail lounge, conveniently located on North 48th Street. Bar 48 offers everything from cocktails, beer, wine, and so much more. Follow Bar 48 on Facebook to stay up to date on their live music performances every Saturday night. Make plans to visit Bar 48 on North 48th Street in the heart of the University Place neighborhood today. And here in Bock and the Blackshirt, we're going to often have opportunities to win $25 to Bar 48. In fact, we'll do that now. First one to text in 402-464-5685. Just text in GBR, and the first one to do so will win $25 to Bar 48. Once again, 402-464-5685.
I'm on it. I'm waiting. I'm waiting.
You cannot win.
Let's see.
You
No, I'm just saying who's going to do it first.
See, GBR,
Yeah.
you get $25 free dollars to Bar.
Mike.
Mike is the first one.
Yeah,
Here
Mike.
they come. Here they come.
Yeah, there it goes. Mike got it first. Mike, congratulations to you, man.
Yeah, Mike, just I guess we've got your name. If you could text in your last name, and we'll have this gift card.
San
waiting for you.
Antonio, Texas, Mike.
Mike, can you go to Bar 48? Or hopefully you can. But yeah, that'll work. So yeah, we got it all planned out. Mike apparently is going to drive up from San Antonio, or maybe that's just the number he's still got there to go ahead and.
He said, "Yeah, I'm in town."
There we go. There we go.
Yeah,
So
come
he
on
wins.
down here and get it, Mike. We'll be here.
Those of you who did not win, again, we'll have plenty of opportunities to win gift cards to Bar 48 in the coming weeks.
All right, guys. Thank you for that. Bock, since we didn't give one yesterday, let's give one to the first number 5 text. There's that Blackshirt.
All right, Blackshirt. Yeah, let's do a little more fun. I like it.
The 5th texter at Blackshirt will get another Bar 48 gift certificate. 1, 2, 3. We got it. Oh, Bock, catch it. Which one is it, Bock?
Let me go.
Let me
1,
go
2,
down.
3, 4. I think it was 5029.
5029.
You are the winner. So if you could send us in again, your name. We've got your. It looks like we got your name up there from before. So yeah, you're good. 5029. You are the winner.
All right, so he can come get his. I don't see a name. You see a name, Brent?
He's got it up. Yeah, he's got it up there from earlier.
Oh, okay. Go Big Red. All right.
Yeah, that's a fun time. Give away some gift cards there to
Brandon.
Bar 48.
Write it down. Bock Brandon.
Yeah, got it.
Brandon won. All right, Brandon, and who was the other guy? Mike. Congratulations on the Bar 48 tickets we gave out. I mean, gift certificates. We'll give some out next week too. Man, you guys are some quick texters, boy. All right, Bock, let's get ready to get out of here. And don't remember, Bock, play it right quick.
Yeah, we got to get to something before every game.
Dear Lord, the battles we go through life.
Dear Lord, the battles we go through life.
We ask for a chance is fair.
We ask for a chance is fair.
Chance to equal our stripes.
Chance to equal our stripes.
Chance to do it there.
Chance to do it there.
We should win.
We should win.
Let it be by the code.
Let it be by the code.
Faith and honor held high.
Faith and honor held high.
We should lose.
We should lose.
Stand by the road.
Stand by the road.
Cheers, the winners go by.
Cheers, the winners go by.
Day by day.
Day by day.
We get better and better.
We get better and better.
So we can't beat.
So we can't beat.
Wrong beat.
Wrong beat.
There you go.
3709. You're gonna have a lot of chances, my man. Don't worry about it. I don't know how far you is. If you was 5 minutes away from here, I will give you a gift certificate if you can get here in 5 minutes. But hey, and tell me you're 3709. I'll be here till 1305. If you can get down here before 305, 3709, I'll give you a gift certificate. 93.7 the ticket, Bock in the Blackshirt. We'll see y'all Monday when we come back and review the Akron game. 93.7 the ticket. We out.
Jordan here with Sartor Heyman Jewelers, inviting you to join us as we celebrate Sartor Heyman's 120th anniversary with an exclusive designer handbag trunk show, September 5th and 6th at our South Point Pavilion store. Explore a curated collection of pre-owned handbags from the world's most coveted designers and be the first to discover